What's up YouTube, Dale here from Zephyr Wargames, bringing you a fused Zamasu deck profile. Now Zamasu is a little bit different from other leaders because, as you know from the anime, if you've watched it, Zamasu actually is immortal. So to kind of emulate his immortality as a leader form, once he awakens, he can actually start to mill cards from his deck rather than take life damage. Anyway, so his unawakened state is once per turn you choose one of your cards in your life and place it into the drop area. If that card you placed into the drop area with this skill was blue, you draw one card. So it's a nice little deck thinner plus life eater, so he gets to awaken himself. Now the awaken size, ideally you want to be awakening him at maybe 3 life, maybe 2, depending on what deck you're playing. If you're playing against a hit deck, you want to be very, very careful because they can burn you for an automatic 2. So you've got to be careful on what you leave yourself on. But permanent, if damage is inflicted to your life, place 5 cards from the top of your deck into the drop area. Instead, 10 cards if you receive 2 damage, and then obviously 15 cards if it's triple strike and stuff like that. So when this card attacks, you get draw 1 card. So that's it for the leader. I'll take you through the main monster cards, or the battle cards first, and we'll start off with the level 1s, and that is 4 Universe 10 Supreme Kai Gowasu. Basically, when you place cards, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck and choose one god among them and add it to your hand. Now, you've got loads there. You've got your Goku Black. You've got your all your Zamasus that you play, and you play quite a lot of Zamasus. You've got Beerus. You've got Whis as well. So it's got quite a lot of search power. We then play 2 Warrior of the Gods Goku Black. Now this is because I'm playing a black engine or a dark engine. This one is, if Zamasu is in play in your battle area, this card cannot be knocked out by your opponent's card skills and does not leave the battle area due to skills, so it's a nice little protection on that one. We've then got 3 boost attack Piccolos, obviously the drop 0 10k boost, very important. I then like to play 4 Courageous Heart Yajirobe. This is purely because it's got blocker effect and revenge. So you play this on the board, your opponent attacks your leader, so rather than milling your cards, you block with Yajirobe and you take their monster with you. Oh, that's a Trunks. Definitely have 3 Yajirobe, sorry. Then we play 4 Unyielding Spirit Trunks. This is just for an extra 5k boost and then reactivating your energy. We've then got 4 Raging Spirit Sun Gohan. These are obviously your 1-drop 10k boost and play it. We then play 3 of the promo card, which is the Almighty Beam Zamasu. When you play this card, if your leader card is Zamasu, which it is, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and place it at the bottom of their deck, which is nice for stuff that can't be destroyed. Then we've got 4 Zamasu the Invincible. This card's really cool. So it's indestructible, can't be knocked out by your opponent's card skills or battle, and does not leave the battle area. If your leader card is Zamasu or Goku Black, reduce the energy cost of this card in your hand by 1, so it becomes a drop 3, which is really, really cool. We've then got 2 Dabbing Whis. This is just a really nice 20k blocker, and it can't be knocked out by your opponent's skills and does not leave the battle area due to skills, which is really, really important. Got double Beerus. This one has double strike, and if you have 5 or more energy, you choose one of your opponent's battle cards and knock it out. We've then got 2 of the drop 6 Zamasu the Alert God. So you evolve it for a drop 5 on top of a Zamasu. It's got indestructible, and when your opponent's card attack, if your leader card is Zamasu or Goku Black, you may place 1 card from your hand into drop area. If you do so, negate that attack and negate this skill for the duration of turn. So it's basically like a once per turn negate attack. I've only got the 1 drop 10 Infinite Force Fused Zamasu. You'd probably play 2 at the minimum. Again, indestructible, 30k BR. When this card attacks, choose up to 1 card each from your opponent's battle area, battle cards only, energy, life and hand, and place them at the bottom of the deck in any order, so you get to reshuffle the deck. And then I'm playing 2 Time Patrol Trunks and 2 Masked Saiyan Mysterious Warrior. Now, these are all banished cards, so you send cards from your grave to the Overrealm and then bring these guys out, rather than paying their energy cost. Trunks is auto. As you look at 2 cards from the top of your deck, add 1 to your hand and either place the remaining one on the top or bottom of your deck. Masked Saiyan Sorcerer has double strike, and when you play this card using the Overrealm effect, you choose any number of your opponent's battle cards without blocker from the total cost, adds up to 5 or less, and send them to the warp, so you get to banish them as well. And Zamasu has the ability, like I said, with its mill effect, it's putting stuff in the grave for you, and then with its life effect as well, because you're taking it from your life and putting it into the grave, it's also fueling that ability for your darks there. For our extra cards, we play 4 Time Ring. This is just your searcher. This can search up. You look at 10 cards on top of your deck, and then you choose 1 Goku Black or Zamasu among them. If you have 4 or more energy, choose 2 instead. Add the chosen 2 instead. We then play 4 Objection for the energy ramp, and then we've got 4 Wishes Corrosion for the negates, because like you said, you know, the way to beat Zamasu is to deck them out. It's the only way of doing it. So what you want to do is you want to be able to negate as many attacks as you possibly can with your blockers, your Wishes Corrosions, and then obviously the drop 6 Zamasu as well. So that's it for the Zamasu deck. I hope this has given you a couple of ideas on your own one. Of course, there are more support and some greens in set 3 that we're still waiting for here in the UK. But for now, this is, you know, a fun kind of budget build of the Zamasu. Objections are probably your most expensive, but you can take those out. The rest of the Zamasu stuff isn't that expensive. Maybe the drop 10, but even then, that can be changed for a drop 6 if you want to play it on a more budget level. But thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Till next time, guys, as always, happy battling.